make up your Nomad Gamers. Hey, if you are out there watching us on any of our socials, that'd be Facebook and YouTube. For Facebook, we need you to real quickly go down, hit that follow button, turn on your notifications. That way, every time the Nomad Gamers go live, you are being notified. Now on YouTube, it's a little bit different. We all know this. If you go right over there down to the bottom, you're going to see a subscribe button. Somewhere down below Crush Rider's chin, you are going to see a thumbs up. Smash both of those, turn on your notifications, and you're going to get notified every time that we're on. Now, for everyone watching over on Godfather or all of my personal pages, thank you very much. Hit that follow button, hit the share button, turn on your notifications. All right, I think I got through all of them. How do we sound? How do we look?
We sound fine. I just shared to Facebook, going over a few more show notes before we take anything off too far. Still looking. Sorry, I'm kind of looking over a few more things real quick.
You're fine. I mean, I've got one thing. If
Go for it.
you want me to open up,
Go for it.
Amazon Game Studios has been doing a bunch of layoffs.
Yes, they have.
And it was announced that New World will not be getting any new content going forward. What they have will be put out by 2026 or by the end of 2026, and they kind of figured that the entire game itself will be dead by that point. The servers have been announced to stay active for the time being, but yeah, they're sunsetting development on the game.
Yeah, I reported on that on Talking Tuesday, and there was a lot of games on there that I've never even heard of before. But that goes back to, like, we just got Netflix, and I saw on there that you've got mobile games on Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like everybody's trying to jump on the game, but then when they jump on the game, when they jump into it, then they figure out they're not making any money, and then they lay a whole bunch of people off.
Well, I mean, you saw the same thing with the early days of streaming. Netflix came out, and it was this whole new thing. You know, we previously had Blockbuster and other video rental stores, and then all of a sudden Netflix came out, and they're like, hey, the movie could be mailed to your house. And then the technology advanced a little further, and they're like, well, instead of mailing it to your house, we could just stream it right to you. And they had amassed this giant library of things at their disposal, but all of a sudden everybody went, they're making a ton of money with this. I want to make that money. So they started pulling stuff off of Netflix to start their own streaming service. And now we've got 8 million streaming services, and all of them cost more than what Netflix used to by itself.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that every one of them is like $25 a pop.
And none of them have the level of content.
Yeah, we're at a black screen right now. Do we have audio? We're back now. We're back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're monitoring. Our internet sucks right now.
What were you saying, Crush Rider?
I don't know where it cut off. I was just saying that none of the streaming services are as good as they used to be when it was all in one place, and now gaming's becoming the same thing because everybody and their brother wants a piece of the gaming industry, and so many of them are just like, let's just get something, and the quality of what they're bringing to the table is non-existent. And I know mobile gaming is a gigantic market, and especially in certain parts of the world where mobile gaming is the dominant force of gaming compared to those of us who play on consoles or even PC. but nobody's bringing anything of quality to the table with all of these. And I'm not saying game studios, but it's like Netflix. All of a sudden, they think themselves a game studio, and they've got a bunch of mobile stuff up there. But does any of that have any quality compared? And I'm not talking smack about it. I'm legitimately wondering, because when somebody steps into something that isn't their forte, they don't necessarily do a great job with it. But at the same time, you can get that one oddball out there that you're like, holy crap, why didn't they do this sooner? This is amazing.
Well, I will say this: I have seen the gaming part of Netflix has been for a while, and there was a game on there. I forget. It's called like Storyteller or something like that, where you get these
I
individual.
saw that on Steam,
They've got.
where you're basically taking these little components and building a storyboard with them. I did see that on Steam. That one was a very interesting idea, and I have been watching it for a good sale myself.
It's
So
yeah, it was on Netflix. That's where I originally saw it at, and I played a decent part of it. It's actually pretty good, and I know that's like, again, like you said, it's on Steam as well and stuff. But originally, that's where I saw it on Netflix. So I don't know if that's where it originally came from,
I
or
think it originally started as a mobile game. I because that's primarily what Netflix seems to bring to the table is mobile gaming. At least from what I've seen when I had Netflix, everybody cranked the prices up so much that I've canceled nearly all of my streaming services at this point. But
well, and that's the thing is with streaming services as well, they've got prices now to where there's ads included and there's ads not included, but you have to pay more
yeah,
for them.
don't
And
even
that's
get me
like,
started on that one, because I'm not paying you for the right to stream your crap so you can feed me commercials.
exactly. That's the reason why we get streaming platforms in the first place. Is we weren't having ads on those streaming platforms.
And people would argue, cable TV did that. Cable TV was basically just an extension of your basic television channels. It was the format you were always used to. Now you go and you get streaming, which streaming you were paying for on demand, no commercials. And then they wanted to raise the price and add commercials unless you paid even more to get the commercials taken off. And I'm like, you already showed me what life is like this without commercials at this price point. And I'm like, you don't bring enough value anymore. I'm a big fan of Star Trek. I used to watch all of the Star Trek series on Netflix. Well, Paramount decided that they had to open up their stuff, so they pulled all those off. Well, there goes a bunch of my value into Netflix. And then you've got all of these shows that constantly get pulled off of Netflix because their respective owner has started their own streaming service.
Right.
You had Disney Plus start up.
Right.
And it's like, anytime you get something that's big and popular, instead of letting it all exist in a spot that's convenient for the consumer, everyone's like, I have to have a piece of that pie. And it's the consumer that suffers for it.
Yep.
And that's how that relates into gaming and from my point of view.
The one mobile game that I saw out there, they kind of made me go, what? They have a Grand Theft Auto mobile game.
Yeah, they've got.
I think you can play GTA 3 on mobile now.
You can play GTA 3 on mobile. You can play San Andreas on mobile. I've actually got San Andreas on my iPhone right now.
All of the old PS2 ones. Vice City and stuff like that. GTA 3 I really enjoyed, especially the radio stations.
Yep.
I will still go on YouTube and just listen to Lips 106 just for shits and giggles. Or you get friggin' Chatterbox up and you listen to Laszlo go on. And it's funny because they have kept a running continuity with Laszlo over the games. Like, he talks in GTA 3 about getting kicked off the rock station. So when they go into a prequel with Vice City, he's on the rock station.
I didn't realize that.
That's good continuality.
And he's the same Laszlo that's in GTA 5.
And you see, and that's something I wish Fallout would have done. If they would have put a little bit more forethought into it, the radio stations, because of how large of an area they can cover, when you get to a certain area of the map, you should be able to intertwine with the Capital Wasteland, and the Capital Wasteland intertwining with Appalachian.
But
but
you also have to remember that Fallout 76 takes place. How long? We've had this conversation before.
We have, but there would be
There-
something there. I'm not saying don't have. What I'm not saying is not having the same shit we had in Fallout 3, but have something to tie the capital wasteland in with Appalachia.
Oh yeah, I understand that.
Just something.
I understand that fully, but the other thing you have to look at is was there a bomb that dropped in Appalachia?
No.
Or okay, so there's not that much radiation around Appalachia. There still is some, but there's not as much as like where there was a nuke dropped on the White House, or looking at what happened out in Boston. People probably weren't able to settle in those areas yet because
Well, that's
like
that's been a very gray area of Fallout, and we could literally sit here and argue about that for the next 2 hours.
exactly. But that's what I'm trying to say though is there's
I
still
was
so
just
much.
all I
open-
was saying, Fireball, was I just wanted to see a little, just a little bit, acknowledging, hey, because they're starting to acknowledge Pittsburgh in '76 now, or Pennsylvania, I should say. So they're starting to do that, but like Harper's Ferry is so close to the Capital Wasteland that literally you throw a freaking rock over and you're in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
I
butt
get it.
right up.
I get it. But anything else we want to cover on this topic real quick? Because we were talking about GTA, and I got something we can move into.
As long as it's not the countdown, we will be okay.
No.
Okay.
So
That's my asshole.
there are. This was covered. This came out about 24 hours ago.
What's that?
Rockstar was being accused of union busting.
So?
After firing dozens of employees who were allegedly attempting to form a union.
Okay.
And it was said, hold on, I gotta pull it back up real quick because I'm trying to.
Well, here's the deal. It doesn't surprise me.
Because
number one.
they said in this title, in the statement so far, it says Rockstar has been accused of union busting after firing 30 to 40 employees for quote unquote gross misconduct.
Okay. Okay, so this is nothing new. Okay. I'm not going to touch on the labor movement. I'm not getting political on our podcast. However, if you look at the big corporations, just before they unionize, this is in the playbook. Look at Amazon. Look at Tesla. Look at John Deere. Look at any of these huge companies out there. Just before they unionize, the company fires X amount of employees for gross misconduct. And then a year down the road, we're going to hear they're forming. So, I mean, it's really not news. It's just a progression of the company.
Right.
That's it.
No, I get that. Oh, go ahead, Chris Ryder, before I make.
It always ends up being an attempted scare tactic to stop
Yeah.
it from happening. It ends up happening anyway, and
That's what I said. Look, just wait for like, I don't know, 6 months. And we're going to get an article saying they've unionized.
Because this is a direct quote from Alan Lewis, the Take-Two's head of global corporate communications.
Okay.
It says, in a statement provided to PC Gamer, Take-Two denied the allegation of union busting and said it supported the Rockstar's decision to fire the employees. Quote, we strive to make the world's best entertainment properties by giving our best-in-class creative teams positive work environments and ongoing career opportunities.
Yeah.
Take-Two, Alan Lewis.
They're lying. So
He said, our culture is focused on teamwork, excellence, and kindness. Rockstar Games terminated a small number of individuals for gross misconduct and no other reason. Always, we fully support Rockstar's ambitions and approach.
all right, Fireball. This is like right out of the playbook. So I mean, nothing here is surprising.
it's amazing how quickly they can find a reason to get rid of you if they want to.
Exactly.
Yep.
That
So-
day that you had a flat tire and you were 6 minutes late to work, if they want to, They got you for that.
And here's the other thing too. Let's just be honest with each other for just a minute. Even if they are Yuki busted, and I'm not saying they are, they're playing on a playbook that I already know what's about to happen. Even if they weren't, it ain't gonna change nothing. When Grand Theft Auto 6 does release, whenever that may or may not be, it is still gonna be the best selling game in 2026, 2025, whenever the hell it comes out.
Whenever it finally.
2029.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Pretty
yeah.
much.
Exactly. I'm not putting a year on it, but I'm just saying there's a lot of fury that always happens with, oh, this company's union busting. But here's the deal. Nobody ever does anything about it. You get pissed off for, I don't know, a week or two. Their next game comes out, and guess what everybody does? They run and they buy the game. Just watch. It's about to happen again. Call of Duty 7's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so pissed off at Call of Duty. Oh, I ain't playing it. I'll bet money. I'll bet money. It has a very good drop. And just as a wave comes in, the wave goes out, which means the popularity comes in, the popularity goes out just as quick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my only thing. Yeah. Should they unionize? That's not for me to say yes or no. That is for them to say. Of course, we're going to support them because we support Rockstar's products. Yeah, if they want to unionize, go for it. Ain't no skin off me.
All right. Well, talking about new games.
Oh, new games.
Here, talking about the new games that are coming in November of 2025. Y'all ready to hear them?
Go for it.
So first off, we've got Tavern Keeper, which comes out on November 3rd.
Say what again?
Tavern Keeper.
Tavern?
Tavern.
Like a drinking establishment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
That kind of, I mean.
Simulator game.
Yeah, simulator.
Oh, okay.
Age of Empires 4. That comes out on November 4th for PS5 only.
Okay, those already out for Xbox. It ain't no big deal.
Right. Football Manager 26 comes out for PS5, Xbox, PC, and mobile, which I have already heard that's got a metagame critic score of 70 or lower. So that sounds like that's probably going to be a flop. Satisfactory is getting a PS5 port and Xbox port on November 4th.
That is a fun game.
Satisfactory?
Yes.
I haven't played it yet. I might have to.
It can become an extremely convoluted mess, but it is fun.
Oh, I bet. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. I'm guessing that's like Legends of Zelda.
That's got to be, yeah. Yeah, that's
So
got to be
Hyrule
Zelda.
is. Are you familiar with the Dynasty Warriors series?
No. Enlighten us.
Okay, so basically, you're a person. You're given a weapon and a field with hundreds of enemies in it, and told go ham. You take these big, sweeping, broad strokes that might kill 15, 20 guys in a single hit, and you just go to town killing hundreds or thousands of enemies. That's basically what the game is. There is some level of strategy to it because you have to complete objectives as you're running around just slaughtering everything in sight. And it's real time in the sense that they're attempting to overrun positions. You're trying to hold them back, or you have to fight your way through to take out an enemy while at the same time preventing them from taking out, somebody of yours. It's a single player game most of the time, and it's a lot of fun. I played Fire Emblem Warriors, which is the Fire Emblem version of it, and it was an absolute blast. That one had co-op. I don't know if Hyrule Warriors will.
It sounds kind of like a horde shooter, just with extra steps.
Melee version of it.
Yeah, yeah. We got something. I find this one funny. We've got another simulator game coming out called a Pizza Delivery, coming to PS5, Xbox, PC on November 7th. Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition coming November 10th. We all know about that one. We talked about that last week. November 11th, we've got NASCAR 25, which I've heard that's supposed to be good.
I heard that is amazing.
Apparently, the creators behind NASCAR 25, they tried to put a creator series together, just basically
Yeah.
sending out an invite to all the major streamers who don't know a lick about racing, and it was one of the most awful turn of events ever. Like, dirty drivers just purposely crashing into each other.
That's why you have to have an invite only, or
Mm-hmm.
you know, you got to have a little skin in the game to make it hurt when somebody wants to be a bonehead.
Well, and that's the thing is, like I said, it wasn't invite only. They invited a lot of the top creators to come and race, and then when it started happening like that, it was just one jumbled mess and not good racing. So that's what I've heard about.
I think that's some of the video I've seen.
We've got Yakuza Kiwami. I think
Yep,
that's what you
Kiwami.
said. 1 and 2 coming on November 13th to the Switch 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 dropping November 14th for all the major 3. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero coming November 14th for the Switch and Switch 2.
That's been out for some time for Xbox and PS5.
That's supposed to be getting the Switch port. Monster Hunter Stories Collection November 14th on Xbox.
Monster Hunter Stories is a very fun series.
Escape from Tarkov 1.0 November 15th for PC. I think that's just it's coming to Steam. I haven't heard too much more about that. Deadpool VR coming November 18th to MetaQuest. Stalker 2 Hard Chernobyl's getting a PS5 port. That's Stalker 2 is a really good one that I thoroughly enjoyed. Terminator 2D No Fate. November 26th, PS5, PS4, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And that's all the notable ones for November.
So really not much. You got 1 or 2 titles that are gonna do something, but the other ones are only if you really play that type of game.
There's a lot of niche. There's a lot more coming out, but there are a lot more niche styled games that if you have no idea what they are, you're not gonna want to play them.
No.
But
Ready for my topic?
Oh, you've actually got a topic?
Yeah, I got a topic that I want to speak to everybody about.
All right, take it away.
So, we all know that it seems like here in the last week or two, it's been all Fallout anniversary. 3, 4, 76. The announcement of the new season of the TV show.
That comes out this month, doesn't it?
And it comes out in December. I think it's like December 14th. Something like that. I mean, you can look it up and you can. I know it's coming soon. It's not November. So.
December 17th.
There you go. I was like 3 days off.
Yep.
So. I think Bethesda is making a huge mistake right now.
Oh, I also forgot to mention.
Oh, Jesus.
Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders is coming out too. I think Arc Raiders has already been out, but
it's like
I think that's already out.
Oh yeah, see? Damn it. So here's my point. Okay.
Yeah, it's available now.
October
came 30th. Out 2 days ago.
Yep.
And I made this point on either Talking Tuesday or Thirsty Thursday. I don't remember which one. Of Bethesda dropped the ball. Instead of giving us a Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, which, let's face it, is there anything new in that edition? No. A Fallout New Vegas Anniversary Edition, is there anything new in that edition? No. The only thing that was new for that was the collectible stuff, which ain't even really collectible. Now you got a Fallout 3 Anniversary coming that I've heard of.
The biggest thing they did was bundle a bunch of the Creation Club content in, which they are doing again with the Fallout. You're going to get a whole bunch of that stuff as part of it. However, if you remember, that also famously broke every mod for Skyrim when they did that.
So,
And I don't know that they've actually recovered.
what I wish they would do, and this is just me wishing upon a star, pipe dream, you name it. Some of these top-down games, the very beginning of Fallout, okay, uh, you have got Fallout, Fallout 2, Fallout Tactics. I know I'm missing one somewhere in there.
Brotherhood of Steel.
Brotherhood of Steel. You got all these games that the Fallout fan, the regular Fallout universe fan, has never played. Or they tried to play, like me, Fallout 2 and couldn't get past a certain part of the game because it made absolutely no sense. It does make sense if you understand late 90s, early 2000s gaming. And you go and you find the old game book for it, and it tells you how to get through it. Oh, by the way, Fireball, do me a favor. Go up to the front and turn on our light.
You're
Forgot
slacking.
to turn your on-air sign on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slacking.
Yeah, I'm slacking.
Well, I mean, you guys just got it.
Hey, hey, no, down by the light. Down. There you go.
I'm still waiting to be able to afford to get some more lighting.
He always seems to turn it on when he's doing Thirsty Thursday or Talking Tuesday, but the one time it's for the group, he can't do it.
I forgot. Hey, is it glowing in the window?
It is.
Okay. So
what I need is I need to get some more lighting for back here because you can see like through my headset here and then through my chair back here. The green screen doesn't quite go, and that's because it's dark enough that the chroma key hasn't detected it.
Yeah. So I guess
that's my next improvement.
But here's where I'm going with this Fallout thing, real quick. Instead of bringing us a 5, because we all know Fallout 5, you can forget about thinking about it or even wanting it until 2035, 2038. All right, let's just be honest for a few minutes, okay? You already have the story. You already have the setting. You already have the voices. All you got to do is bring these top-down games into the future.
But this is
they've done it before.
This is something we talked about, and I want to say this because this is
now that they brought back to
we've been almost on air doing this for a year now.
Yep.
And we originally covered this topic about a year ago, talking about when we had a different format to the Nomad Gamers. And sorry to bring him up, but Chungus was correct when he said this because we're seeing this happen right now with the new Halo Combat Campaign Evolved. In order to remake a game like that, you have to pretty much build the code and the source code and everything back from scratch.
Well, I get that.
Especially to make it a 3D version like you're talking about.
You see, here's my point though. I get what you're saying, and I took all that in before I said this. But if you're going to take the time out to make an anniversary edition with hardly anything brand new in it, that for a game that is widely owned by all Fallout fans, why not save that and go back and bring Fallout 2 into the future?
Because
or bring the regular Fallout into the future. They have the resources.
Because you pretty much just hit the nail on the head when you said that. They don't have to go back and fully remake the game. They can literally just say, this is the same game, but we just slapped an anniversary.
But that's laziness.
Exactly.
That's pure being lazy, and that's just telling me all you want is the money.
Exactly.
Now here's the thing. They could literally print money off if they would follow the roadmap I just gave them. And it wouldn't take a lot of people to do it.
I mean, you're right.
Yes, it would.
Well, okay, not as much for a brand new game, but you know what I'm saying.
The stuff that you're saying that they already have, the story, the audio, the map and stuff, a lot of that happens in the planning stage. And obviously the voice acting is one thing, whether it would hold up to a modern game or not, or if it sounds a little too low quality compared to what we have now, remains to be seen. It might have to be re-recorded. Unfortunately, it's actually building the code, and you have to remember those old Fallout games, the maps on them were absolutely huge because
Yes,
they were like
Yep.
legitimately life size because of the way that the game worked.
And
I
here's
seem to remember somebody saying something that the scale of the was it Fallout or Fallout 2 map could actually contain almost every other game map in it.
It could. But here's another underlying point here. That and by the way, Fireball, check our comments.
I have been. We
Okay.
have nothing.
With all the layoffs going on in the gaming industry right now, there is absolutely no excuse for not having manpower.
Right.
None.
I understand that, but
Zero.
here's the thing that looking at the gaming company's perspective is you see all these layoffs, but then you are talking about what you're talking about bringing an old game like that into the future, having to recode, having to do everything like that.
It's taken about 3 years.
Right,
Maybe-
I understand
maybe
that, but you want to hire on these new guys, but that's additional money going to pay employees.
Okay.
And let's just say, just for instance, you're saying, oh, you could print money on this.
You could.
Yeah, sure, you could, but there's also that little voice probably in their head saying this could be a total flop, and we could be out millions, if not billions.
If they kept it to the original storyline, don't do what they did with 76, okay? Keep it with the roadmap that they had before with 3, New Vegas, and 4. They would literally kill it.
I mean, I'm not.
That's a proven fact. They would kill it.
I can agree with you that I feel like they would kill it, but again, and
Let me ask you this question, Fireball. And I get where you're coming from, but let me ask you this question. Would you buy Fallout 2 if they brought it to the future?
yeah, I would.
Crush Rider?
Probably not.
Why not?
The Fallout and Fallout 2 had their time, their place. They brought the games in. That doesn't mean that they need to be updated. They should be enjoyed in their current incarnation, or they should be allowed to rest. Changing I mean, like you said, they were a top-down isometric style game, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're
that's what they were built for.
Okay. I get it. I get it. However, with the explosion in interest in that area of the lore of Fallout, because the story or the TV show kind of piqued interest back to those 2 vaults.
Well, then it's time for people to either go find a YouTube video to catch up on the lore or commit themselves to exploring games that are traditionally quite long.
But and here's the other thing, and this is like I could see a little bit of a trying to remake 2 over 1 because if I remember correctly, Chris Ryder, I don't know, have you played them?
I have not.
No. Well, Fallout 2 has arguably one of the best Fallout villains of all time, and Frank Horrigan. I don't know if you know who that is or not. You may have heard about him. He was
do not know that name.
He was an Enclave soldier or Secret Service soldier that worked with the Enclave that was mutated by the FEV virus and had a special. And the Enclave had made him a special set of power armor that fit over his super mutant body. And he was one of the hardest bosses to fight within I think it was Fallout 1 or Fallout 2. I know it was the top down, but you eventually do end up killing him in damn. Spoiler alert. Sorry guys. You do end up killing him in 2. But you get a bunch.
Actually might be familiar with that one, just not the name. I have gone back and watched a lot of videos on the lore of what happens in the events of Fallout and Fallout 2. What guys?
Okay, we have comments that we need to get to.
Oh, he's getting the bifocals on. You know they're good.
Thoughts on ACNH? What is ACNH?
Animal Crossing
ACNH.
New Hope.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's probably it.
I'm getting to that. We've got that.
Oh, okay.
I've got that in the show notes because it's getting a Switch 2 port. So yeah, we'll talk about that later. I do apologize. We're kind of taking long on this topic, but this is something that we kind of.
Here's all I'm saying, okay? All I'm saying is maybe instead of giving us a bullshit money grabbing scheme, and that's exactly what this is, maybe give us something of value, something that it's old, but for the regular Fallout fan, it would be brand new.
But I mean, and this is the problem that Bethesda's in right now when it comes to Fallout is because they are. It feels like they are in a money grabbing area for the game
Big
because
time.
even look at the last Fallout 4 update that they had where they brought back the Enclave, even though the Enclave was pretty much destroyed both on the West Coast and the East Coast. Like there really should be there really shouldn't be anything there for the Enclave.
Well,
I mean, you had them get waffle stomped in DC by Liberty Prime and the Brotherhood of Steel, and then in Fallout, and again in the top down games of Fallout 1 or Fallout 2, I think it was 2, you had their oil derrick blow up. I mean, there really shouldn't be any.
they're painting them like a cockroach that just keeps coming back.
I mean, they're going to be, as long as they have a story that they want to use them for, they're going to find some excuse of why they survived.
Yep.
Exactly, and that's like again, to me, that's poor writing on Bethesda's part.
Well,
not necessarily if you consider them multiple branches of a corporation.
Yep.
You know, they've got a research facility here, they've got a research facility there. Even the local university near where I live, they've got their main campus, but they have ancillary facilities all over the land where they have different types of research going on, and they just kind of bought up whatever building they could get a hold of to house it.
And it could be like a bunch of these other groups where somebody gets their hands on the literature and then slowly turns it into what they want, but still calls it the former name.
Yeah. I mean,
how do we know this is the actual Enclave? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but if you played the Enclave quest in Fallout 4, you're kind of sitting here going, why are they here?
Well,
Like,
why are the Raiders there? The Raiders get their ass kicked everywhere.
Because I mean,
you see what I'm saying, though? But it's the wasteland. People can find things.
That's like comparing apples to oranges, though, because like the Enclave is supposed to be the remnants of the American government. The Raiders are just a bunch of people who have no morals and just want to go out, kill things, and loot.
Yeah, well.
To be fair, if you can think of something hanging on like a bunch of cockroaches and springing up all over the damn place, it would be the remnants of the American government.
Yep. So, all right, moving on. Next topic, please.
Yes, because whoever's asked about...
It was Ashley.
It was Ashley?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Animal Crossing is getting a Nintendo Switch port. New Horizons. I don't remember. I don't know. Is that the original Animal Crossing, or is that like an expansion of it?
No, that's the one that came out in 2020 that everybody was obsessed with because it launched during the pandemic and gave people a sense of something pleasant in a time where not a lot was.
Yeah, but it's getting a Nintendo Switch 2 port. I don't know if like cross progression, if you're gonna have to start over, if like you're gonna be able to save your progression and port over or whatever. But it's getting
probably gonna have to start all over again
to Switch 2.
If you can migrate your island, it's going to be probably via the same tool that you use to switch it between one Switch to another. It was a whole process. It was kind of obnoxious, and things got kind of messy with it sometimes. But it was possible to move your island. Oftentimes, it was just easier to restart.
Yeah, because they say Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch 2 edition is going to be coming on January 15th, 2026. They say that's not all though, and this is directly from Nintendo. A free update is also coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game for the Nintendo Switch system on January 15th. This update features a new resort hotel run by Cap'n's family, new themed items and character extra exclusives like Slumber Island for Nintendo Switch Online members and more. I accidentally clicked on something.
Yeah, Ashley said they have an update in January of 2026. I was asking you if you had checked it out. All ACNH gets a free update, and the Switch 2 port just adds more to the original game. You can make up to 3 new islands while I am dreaming world, I guess.
Well, and this is something that I'm looking at for it as well too. It says
Oh.
that the Nintendo Switch 2 players can purchase digital or physical versions for the Switch
What's
2.
up, Dakota Novell? Thank you for watching us.
But the MSRP for this edition is going to be $64.99.
It's gonna be how much?
$64.99, so $65
For a port over?
for that edition. I believe it says the upgrade package from if you own it on Switch 2 or Switch 1 and you're porting to Switch 2, it's $4.99 for the upgrade.
Oh, that's better. That's a lot. Oh my god, that's a lot
The
better.
$65 version is,
For
hey, if you don't already own the game, you can get your hands on it at this price
Right.
and have
Okay.
all of the content.
She says, just thought you guys had checked it out. Laugh out loud.
Oh no, yeah, I saw it a couple of days ago and I had it written down in the show notes, but there were a couple of other things that I
Yeah.
had a little bit higher when I was looking through it. But yeah, I mean,
Let's talk about this game for just a minute because we've all played it. Okay,
I have not.
you have not.
I have
Oh,
not.
you bad man.
You haven't played Animal Crossing?
I have
You
not.
bad man.
I have not.
Man, Fireball.
I have watched God's Father play it. It looks like a pretty fun game, but in the end, I don't have a Switch. It was his Switch, and I wasn't going to take over his Switch to play it.
So here's
Hold on. Although he has taken over my Xbox to play Starfield when he didn't have a laptop.
oh well. Anyway, hey, I have no shame. But let's talk about this game real quick, okay? So Animal Crossing, it is a very fun game. It is.
It seems like it could become very tedious very fast trying to grind stuff.
But I just felt like after you got done with that concert for Kiki or KK or Tweet or whatever the fuck he is, like there's nothing there. There's nothing afterwards. You can island hop, sure. You can do this, that, or the other, sure. It's just.
I heard Tom Nook is a predator for had his predatory lending.
He does. Hold on, here we go. I got another.
I mean, it's not so much predatory as
he's gonna break your
as soon as you pay him off, he offers you another loan to do the next big step, but there's no interest on it. So it's not like it's, hey, I'll loan you 1,000, but you're gonna pay, 10,000 back.
I mean, I've seen all the memes and stuff when it comes to talking about Tom Nook. My favorite one is of him holding a baseball bat, standing at your front door, saying, "Am I gonna get my bells anytime soon?"
Except he is extremely clear right off the bat of, hey, when you pay me back is when you pay me back. I'm good. I'm not in any rush.
So the game was fun, okay? And thank you, Ashley, for bringing it to our attention before Fireball decided he was going to talk about it. Sorry I had to. I thought it was fun, but the lack of the updates, they could have done so much more with this game. They could have done events. They could have done. There's like 1,000,001 things they could have done, and they failed to do it. So after you get done progressing all the way through and get up to that concert and get your island rated to what, 5 stars or 4 stars or whatever it is.
5 is the max.
5, yeah. Once you get up there and you're able to have that concert, then it's like, why am I playing this game anymore?
because the final goal is to finish out your collections in the museum.
Mm,
You collect all the fish, you collect all the bugs, you get all of the
Yeah.
fruit to
I can't.
decorate your island. You go find all the fossils.
I really can't say much about Stardew or about Animal Crossing because Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley have a bunch of similarities, and I have like 75 hours on one account and 84 on another. So I mean, Stardew Valley is I feel like my Animal Crossing.
Okay, Fireball. Comment coming in from Facebook. Fireball! It's just not your thing. I don't care for shooting games, but I enjoy my easy island game. Laugh out loud.
I just said
It's a cozy style game. It's made to be easy.
that's what I just said. Animal Crossing, not my thing. Stardew Valley, yes. I can play hundreds of hours into Stardew Valley and be like, oh yes, relaxing and fun, and not have to really care.
Oh Lord, I love it when
See, and
the
the
audience starts
stupid thing
jumping all over.
is Animal Crossing is basically a light version of the farming games because it runs off the real world clock, not an arbitrary, you have X amount of time for each day.
Right.
There's no energy bars, so you're not limited in what you can accomplish just by the amount of time you play. The only downside to Animal Crossing is there are certain events that take place at certain times, but that matches real life. So if your schedule doesn't allow you to get on, you just kind of miss out on the event. And the game knows if you've changed the clock.
Yeah, I have seen that because Godfather
You will
did try
get
to
visited
do
by Mr. Rossetti, who will
that.
threaten to erase your game. It's really funny. He doesn't
well,
actually do it, but
I'll take you to the woodshed, you motherfucker.
no, but yeah, I mean,
Try to cheat me.
everybody to each their own have their own comfort style video games. My comfort style video games
here we go.
Stardew and Power Wash Simulator. I'm not playing shooter games 24/7. Thank you very much.
That's why Fireball doesn't care for heyday. Wow, these shots are coming in quick. Holy cow!
I mean,
Oh,
you're right.
hey, Fireball.
Mhm.
I need to go find that goddamn crown because you're the king of this episode. You're like the crowd favorite right now.
You don't want to give me that Burger King hat, crown, something like that, that we all can't walk away from.
Hey, I stole that damn thing fair and square.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good game. I really did enjoy watching it, but again, not my niche comfort game. My niche comfort game is Stardew Valley. So
Yeah, we all have them, man. I mean, I love to play Red Dead Redemption 2.
but that's that shooter game that Ashley will sit there and say it's not. It's not.
Hey.
Well, I guess
Audience can say whatever they want to us. We're not going to go like that to them.
All right.
Oh, because you see, you get another goddamn comment. I got to read it. Son of a bitch. All right. I didn't. Oh, wow. Oh, here we go. I didn't say shit about shooting games. Laugh out loud. They can be fun. To each their own. No hate. Laugh out loud. Just having fun.
Yeah.
Dakota Battlefield has me hooked. Stuck on the shooters. Ashley, shooter games can be fun. I'm not dissing it. Don't get mad, bro.
We do. Dakota, if you're still in here, I do have something covering Battlefield 6 Red.
Okay, let's get it.
Battlefield 6 Red Sec. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but
Yep.
they brought a battlefield. They bought a battle royale. They brought a battle royale into Battlefield.
Telling you what, Fireball, you need to start watching Talking Tuesday before you come on here.
I know, but it's like
hey, Talking Tuesday is your time to talk about it yourself.
I said he needed
the
to watch it.
The podcast is our chance to discuss it as a group.
Hey.
Exactly. Thank you, Chris Ryder.
Here.
Wow, Chris Ryder.
Oh my God. Okay, listen here. All I was saying, he needs to watch it because then the comment of, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. If he would have watched it, he would have known that I've heard of it and I've reported on it.
Fair. But that was more towards Crest Rider because I
because there
You,
are
you know
there
you know
are
what
people
else
out
would
there
let us
to
have
watch.
that?
Oh no, here we
You know what
go.
else would let us have that?
What? Uh-oh.
Notes for your
Godfather just
your podcasts. We had a chance. Oh, your camera's frozen this time.
Am I good now?
your camera's back, but we kind of went down on stream. I'm looking at stream, make sure it comes back up. So give it just a second. Once I see it
Yeah,
pop back up,
you guys are getting a little choppy, so
Hey, we're back.
Yep, now we're back. Okay, but I personally I am upset with it with the battle royale part. The full like red sec thing where they've got different game modes you can play in a single game. That's pretty cool. The thing I don't like is the fact that they came out and a lot of the fans said Battlefield doesn't need a battle royale. Battlefield does not need a battle royale because it is not Call of Duty. And then they bend the knee and bring this out. And they came out and said, if you want to play a battle royale, go play Call of Duty.
Well, obviously not.
that would be some executive or shareholder or something sitting there going, we want to see this because battle royales make a ton of money, therefore you have to have one.
But it just Battlefield 6 could have thrived, and they're going. And I'm not gonna lie, they're going to thrive with the battle royale, but it just seems like more and more they're starting to push their way towards Call of Duty, and I don't know if I'm excited because I don't have to play Red Sec. I don't have to play the battle royale. It's not like Call of Duty where if I want certain attachments unlocked, if I want if I want to play and get more XP for something, I have to play the battle royale. You don't have to. You can still play Conquest. You can still play Breakthrough. You can still play Attrition. You can still do all of this stuff without having to touch the battle royale, and I like that. But they've also got game modes through
So what are we complaining about?
the bat. I don't want. I'm upset at the fact that they made a battle royale
Okay, but if you can get around that and you don't have to go through it, what's the problem?
because they said they weren't going to drop one, and they did.
Well, what's the name of the game?
Battlefield.
Okay, making money.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is their whole thing, is
Yeah.
they're going to do whatever they can to make money.
But speaking of battle royales, and this is like, I will applaud them because they always come out with the greatest collect. You're so good, Godfather.
Okay. They needed it, to be honest. It's coming from Dakota. Hang on, I can't read this shit without my glasses. We need the most realistic battle royale. They have done a way better job. I'll correct this for you than COD ever has done. But yes, I love that option that Battlefield brought us this time. I'm a huge battle royale guy and really enjoy them. I love that you can just completely destroy buildings finally. Needed this to happen.
Oh yeah, the levolution on Battlefield, at least Battlefield 6, is so much better than what you get in like Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 5 or Battlefield 1. And the fact that if there is a camper in a building, you can literally pull out an RPG and say, no more camping, blow up that side of the building, and they don't have cover anymore. And sometimes I forget you can do that because I'll sit there and I'll get pissed off at the same guy.
All right, so what's going on in the world of Warcraft?
There's not a whole lot going on. We're midweek on the current phase of Legion Remix. I believe. I think the next phase comes out on Tuesday. So then we'll gain access to the Broken Shore. That's going to be real nice. That's going to unlock a whole bunch of quests. That's going to unlock another dungeon, another raid. Order Hall mounts will be available. There's going to be a ton of content on that one. They are putting out more information on Midnight, the next expansion. They just announced that there's going to be a new premium currency that is speculated to be for purchasing decor for your in-game house. Other than that, everything's just running full steam ahead. I'm continuing to level characters in Legion Remix. I have 6 classes left to have all of them at max level in Remix, which will let me finish out all the achievements that are going on for leveling classes, doing all of their order halls. I can get a couple of mounts that I'm missing for their order halls, and beyond that, I mean, it's just a good time all around.
Chris, right? I really think you. Did you ever play Destiny 2?
Yes.
Okay, because
I played a lot of Destiny.
I was gonna say, you sound like the type of person that would probably have gotten a lot of guild triumphs in Destiny 2.
I did a lot of raids in Destiny. I did some raids in Destiny 2. I played it while it was on the BattleNet launcher, mostly on PC, though I do have it on PlayStation as well. When they removed it from BattleNet, I didn't transfer my account over in time. So it wiped out my PC account. And I kind of just I'm not playing that anymore.
Yeah, I kind of figured that once you said you weren't able to port over in time.
Plus,
because...
I was turned off a lot with Destiny 2 when all of a sudden now you've got all the premium currencies to buy cosmetics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just put all this stupid stuff in the game for people to earn and acquire.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. But is that all you got for World of Warcraft right now?
Yep.
All right. So speaking of before we let Chris Ryder go on as WoW, go on talk about WoW. One of the other battle royales that we
Oh fuck.
they're doing Fortnite is doing a collab with Simpsons.
Who cares?
But
it's Fortnite.
I understand it's Fortnite. I understand we don't really like Fortnite all that well. But when it comes to collabs with like other, I would say, channels or other media sources out there, they do a really good job.
I liked what Fortnite was originally supposed to be.
Oh yeah,
It was supposed to be a survival shooter where you had basically a Fortnite to build up your structure, your shelter and defenses and your weapons and all that stuff to get as strong as possible before you got attacked by the alien horde.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tencent bought into the company and turned it into the crap that we got, where it was mission based, a lot of pay to win with the loot boxes, and then once the battle royale got introduced and that took off, they basically abandoned the original part of the game in favor of their new cash cow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But again, like I said, oh, go ahead.
So to say we don't like Fortnite is not entirely true. I just don't like what Fortnite has become.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. The gameplay side of it has been very standoff, or not really standoffish to me, but I haven't liked it. I haven't played Fortnite since 2020, but I will say that the collabs that they have, especially with other medias, such as like Family Guy and
The themed ones, like where they do Star Wars or Marvel or something, and you gain access to the characters and actually have unique powers during that time, that sounds entertaining.
Oh, that was great. When Avengers Endgame came out, let me tell you about this. When Avengers Endgame came out and you could play as Thanos, you were either the Chitauri army or you were the Avengers, and you could find like Iron Man's hand blasters or Captain America's shield or Hawkeye's bow or anything like that, that was a really fun game mode to play. But like getting into the super competitive side of it, I can't get behind that just because I don't want to have to uh as the young kids say, sweat my balls off in order to have fun.
Oh, as the young kids say.
Yeah, the youngest one on this.
But moving on, because I know we're gonna bore Godfather to death if we keep talking about it. So again, with the new Halo remake coming out, there's been a lot of criticism with it as well. There's been a lot of OG fans sitting there complaining about the fact that because uh this new Halo is gonna have sprint in it as well.
So?
Talking about, and people are sitting there complaining like, "Ooh, it's not a real Halo. You're gonna have sprint in it." Because in the original Halo, you didn't sprint. You literally walked at the same pace the entire time.
The original Halo also wasn't made for 4-player co-op, which the remake is going to.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm excited. I mean, this is what though that is one of those games, like Godfather said, is bring it back, bring it into the future. You know, Halo Combat. The original Halo came out what 2001, 2003, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. It's been around a long time.
Yeah, it's been around for a very long time. Bringing it into the future, and it's not like the anniversary edition where they're just giving it a new coat of paint on the same engine. It's getting a new engine rework. It's getting new graphics. It's got everything. They're adding to the story. They're adding missions into the game. And I know there are people out there that are just going to nitpick on stuff. And to them, I say, find something else to do.
You're never going to make everybody happy, Fireball. So
but here's the
you got to ignore that background noise.
But here's the thing, and this is something that I stand by when talking about video games because the Arrowhead Studio said it best: a game for everybody is a game for no one.
The same studio that's getting their ass kicked right now.
Yeah, they're going. They go through.
It's going to take them months to fix their little bit of a fuck up.
And I will say, yeah, they'll probably be hemorrhaging players for now, but
yeah, they're going to hemorrhage a lot of players.
They did the same thing when they had one of their updates where they nerfed everything and they came back and force.
We'll see. That's one of those we could just watch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. We got somebody coming.
Yeah, I just heard somebody. Is that a follow or was that a comment?
Must have been a follow. Okay. What's our next topic?
Last but not least, I saw this come up, and I'm excited for it.
What's that?
But it's another adaptation, so Godfather's gonna roll his eyes. Crash Bandicoot is getting a Netflix animation adaptation.
Oh, okay.
And when was the last Crash Bandicoot game to come out? Hold on, let me.
Crush Rider might know.
Yeah, I know. I know Crush Rider.
That would be Crash Bandicoot 4 came out for the. Was it the PS4 or the PS5? I think it was PS4 it came out for.
Yeah. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time came out in 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. So it's been 5 years, almost 6.
But still, I mean, I'm excited. I mean, and we don't really get that many. We do get a good amount of adaptations, but we don't get good adaptations. So I'm excited to see what kind of adaptation this is going to be, especially considering we don't get animations all that well.
Animation should be okay though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when they try and make it real life.
Yeah, whenever they try to do a live action adaptation of something, it always ends up not going the way they want it to. But from what I heard is they're actually going to try to keep realistically the same player models as what was in the game, so there might not be that much that much difference.
All right. Well, hey Fireball.
Yes.
Gonna go to you.
Okay, hold on.
That's all you.
Wait. Wait. Oh no, I'm joking. Still working on a few things. Of course, you guys know I'm trying to keep you guys updated with what's going on with the Minecraft server. Still haven't gotten the corrupted files back for it. Still waiting on Gaming Utopia to try to figure that out. I'm gonna probably be streaming Minecraft, some more Black Ops 3, but it all depends on what's going on in life. So I'll keep you guys informed as best I can.
The great and all powerful Sana Crust Writer.
He called you all powerful instead of himself. That's improvement.
I gave all my thoughts. I'm continuing to do my stuff. I've been playing Pokemon Legends Z to A. I'm making my way through that. And otherwise, I'm just working, playing, trying to live life.
Alrighty. What's up, Nomad Nation? It's the great and all powerful Godfather. See, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
There
See,
you
I had to put the world right. First and foremost, happy Halloween to everybody out there. Hope you had a great night last night trick or treating. I know I sure did. My granddaughter was beautiful, running around as bingo. She was bingo last night. That was a good time. Gonna go out again tonight for some more Halloween festivities. Tomorrow, Sunday Fun Day. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit. I will be streaming Monday afternoon, and then we got Talking Tuesday at 7 p.m. So that's all we got going on. We're still on the RDR kick.
We did talk last week about that World of Warcraft podcast.
Yes.
We need to find a time where the three of us are available, but also Sweet Kitty Pie, because I'm sure she would want to weigh in on that as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after we go off here.
So for those who listened last week and are like, "Hey, where's the podcast on that or the video on that?" We are working on it. We just got to hammer out details on when we can get together and do it. So we haven't forgotten.
Nope, not at all. All right, Fireball.
Thank you guys for watching the Nomad Gamers podcast. I don't need to tell you who I am. I'll talk to you later.
This is